Hey there guys, my name is Jake Butt and I currently own my own property maintenance business where I perform services such as painting, pressure washing, garbage pickup, mowing, hedge trimming, landscaping, those sort of things. They're all service based and I have a few tips on things that I am doing to organize my business much more. Originally, I didn't have a lot of systems in place and I was just scrambled, and it made for not only a lot of stress, but a lot of lost time. The first thing is having a folder to put your receipts in. I know for myself personally, there's two main vehicles that I use for work. I actually have a personal vehicle, which sometimes I will buy things in. And then what I end up doing is I would put my receipts either crammed into my pocket or somewhere in one of the vehicles, and I'd lose track of it. And that's something you don't want to do. You really want to keep track of all of your expenses. I would recommend getting a folder such as this one. Bring it with you every day if you have multiple vehicles. If you have one vehicle, I would recommend just leaving it in your vehicle, or maybe getting multiple folders to put in each one of the vehicles. Either way, have a specific place to put your receipts, either at the end of every week, every other week, depending on how much business you do and how often you're buying things. I mean, I would recommend, like for myself personally, I'm going to do about every 2 weeks to possibly a month. I'm going to take all the receipts out and I'm actually going to organize them by expense type. And for myself personally, since I do multiple things such as pressure washing, painting, garbage cleaning, garbage cleanouts, I'm actually going to separate the receipts by department type. So that's something I'm actually in the process of right now. But that way it's just going to make it that much easier at the end of the month. I can just break it up by expense. I would recommend, if you have a business that specifically deals with, say, just pressure washing, I would have multiple folders for expense type. Again, I think just by separating them, as soon as you get a receipt, you put it away. At the end of the month, when you tally it up and you have to break it up by expense, it's already all pretty much right there. It's sort of the same concept as, you know, doing a little bit of laundry every day or every night, or doing the dishes every night. That way you don't let it add up and then you have to do it all at once and you have a whole day that's just gone because of it. The other thing that I highly recommend you do for organizing is having a folder for payments. Again, same sort of concept. Leave it in your vehicle, or put it in the vehicle that you're driving that day, or have multiple folders in each of your vehicles. This was something I did not realize was going to be an issue when I first started doing this stuff. I figured if I were to receive a payment, I would probably keep it pretty close to me. But funny enough, just, you know, for me, I'm mowing one day, and then some people like to pay me every time I mow. Some people pay me at the end of every month. But sometimes I'm out mowing and someone gives me a payment of some sort, either cash or check or whatever it is. And then I might go hedge trim in my other truck and I get a payment for doing that. And so it's really just, it becomes random. And when you have a lot of things going on, it's something that you can lose track of, and you really do not want to lose track of your payments. This is something I do at the end of every day or week, is making sure that these get deposited where they're going to go. But similar to the receipts, how those get uploaded to QuickBooks, obviously it'd be a good idea to keep track of how much money you made that month and then upload that to QuickBooks, or if you have, you know, a spreadsheet or just a physical paper for that. The other thing too, if you have multiple jobs that are open, it's easy to keep track. If you get a check, it has the person's name on it, so then you can go in your invoicing app, or if you have a physical invoice, you can mark it as paid, or say you have a binder like I do, you can put it in the paid section of the binder. But cash doesn't have somebody's name on it, so I would recommend getting this thing here. It's just a money receipt, and that way you can use that to put into or put it with your cash in the payment folder with the amount, and that way you can also give a receipt to your customers. But those are just two really basic things that will make your life much, much easier. Also, just using folders and binders in general are a great idea. Just think about what it is that you have to do in your business and think of a way to make it a system or process it. And then do, give yourself specific days that you're supposed to do those things. Like for the receipts, at the end of every month, I mark on my calendar, typically the last Monday of every month, I go through all my receipts and upload them to QuickBooks. And as for the payments, maybe I should do a specific day, but to be honest, payments, I just check. I just bring the folder inside with me at the end of the day, or worst case scenario, at the end of the week, I will grab this. But I usually find myself coming back to to get the payments. So those are just some quick things that that help me. They're very basic, but it'll certainly make your life easier. I have some other things that that have also helped me, or that I am in the process of creating to help me, and I will be sure to share those things with you guys once I have more information on it. But thank you very much, and I hope these things help you.